Hey y'all, welcome back to Moonli. So today we're going to talk about ovulation in basics. So remember about 2 weeks ago we talked about the follicular phase. If you haven't watched that video, I will link it below. The follicular phase is amazing, but we are going to talk about the next stage, ovulation. So here we go. The main hormone of the follicular phase was estrogen, and remember that it was working to build up that uterine lining. Now that we've reached ovulation, estrogen has reached its peak. So that's as much as our body needed. And when estrogen has reached its peak, it causes the hormone LH to surge, or luteinizing hormone. And when the luteinizing hormone surges, it causes the most viable egg that was maturing in our ovary or in its follicle to burst out and make its way into the nearest fallopian tube. The follicle that egg bursts out of has actually collapsed in on itself into the ovarian wall. And when that collapses in on itself, it becomes something called the corpus luteum. The corpus luteum actually will relate to the next YouTube video, which will be about the luteal phase, because the corpus luteum causes the hormone progesterone. And yeah, but back to that egg sitting in your fallopian tube, that egg that's sitting in your fallopian tube can technically only live 12 to 24 hours. So we're told the myth that we can get pregnant at any time. If you are not sexually active at all, you are actually only fertile 12 to 24 hours per cycle, which blows my mind, but yes, it's true. If you are sexually active, you can actually get pregnant between 6 to 7 days each cycle. And obviously, I do not want you guys to guess this, but the reason that people can actually not take hormonal birth control and still be able to control their fertility with ovulation happening is because of the Fertility Awareness method. And I personally, there's the Fertility Awareness method, and then there's different branches that you can use. I personally use the symptothermal method. So I track my basal body temperature and I track my cervical fluid. And while neither of them can tell me the exact moment that I'm gonna ovulate, I track my cervical fluid, which tells me that I am nearing ovulation, or that I'm in my ovulatory window, which means that I do not want any sperm living in there. And the reason that if you're sexually active, sperm can live up to 6 to 7 days, and that's why it's 6 to 7 days you can get pregnant if you're sexually active, is depending if you have the perfect fertile cervical fluid, that sperm can live in there, and if an egg comes out in between any of those days, your chances of getting pregnant are very high. And then the other thing I do is I track my basal body temperature, which can only confirm ovulation. And if you are interested in tracking your cycle with something such as the symptothermal method, message me, because I love talking about it. I don't teach, but I have some great teachers that I would recommend. I know one in the US, one in Australia, and 2 in Canada. So if that's something you want to learn about, message me and I will send you their information and their Instagram accounts and their websites and whatever else you want to know. But the last thing that I want to talk about is ovulation pain. So this word could also be Mittelschmerz. Mittelschmerz literally just means mid-ovulation pain. So if you notice that about 2 weeks after your period, you get this weird aching pain on your right or left side in your pelvis or in your reproductive region in general, that could be Mittelschmerz. And I'm gonna tell you, it's not entirely normal. I know many doctors say it is. It is not. For me, I used to get Mittelschmerz, and it used to mainly come from my left side, and it wasn't until I started going to acupuncture that I actually got it from my right side, and it was a paralyzing pain. Obviously, the benefit was that I believe I was finally ovulating from my right side, which I was very happy about. The downfall is that is where they found most of my endometriosis, so I'm assuming the acupuncture must have just happened to help with that. So yeah, I personally don't get ovulation pain anymore. I've made a lot of changes in my lifestyle, but if you do get ovulation pain, please talk to your healthcare professional. All right, and I really think that's it. This is a really short video, so I hope it makes sense. Want to keep it simple for you guys so you know what's going on. I don't want to get into over detail to confuse anyone, but if you do want more information, get your books, get your research papers, because all of this is super interesting. All right, thanks so much for visiting. Next time, I'm not sure what we're talking about next time, but we will cover the luteal phase in the next 2 weeks. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me, comment below. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, and if you want to stay around for more videos in the future, hit subscribe. Thanks guys so much. I will see you all in a week. See ya. Bye.